Benefits of getting an Atlanta property tax consultant on board. Many taxpayers will rely on their own self-taught knowledge and skills about the property taxation system rather than hire an Atlanta property tax consultant for many reasons. The most common reason is the cost of hiring said tax professional that many people imagine as being on the high end. But this is not so, because getting the tax consultant on board will pay dividends, so to speak, that will provide benefits. Here are the benefits that you, too, can enjoy when you hire an experienced tax consultant, especially when it comes to your real property taxes. Keep in mind, nonetheless, that you must still weigh the pros and cons of your decision, such as when your property tax assessment and bill seem fair. Get more information. Tax rules and regulations can change without widespread public notice, especially as it is within the tax authority's prerogative. This is true for the current millage rate that can differ from the past year's rate. Fortunately, you need not swim in the ocean of ignorance on your own. You can hire an Atlanta property tax consultant who will provide relevant information about the current rules and regulations affecting your property in general and your taxes in particular. Think of it as getting your own tax mentor and consultant in one package. With the new information, you can make smarter tax-related decisions. You can even save money on taxes without evading your civic duties. Get accurate assessments and payments. Look at your property tax assessments issued by the tax assessor's office and the tax bill issued by the tax commissioner's office. You will observe either or both of two things. First, the tax assessment is higher than you expected considering the assessed values of the properties in your area, and second, the tax bill differs from the tax assessment, but both appear to be higher than you expected, too. With an experienced Atlanta property tax consultant on your side, you can appeal your tax assessment, thus, reducing your tax bill when the time comes. It must be emphasized that the only time to appeal your estimated property taxes is within 45 days after the receipt of the tax assessment notice. You cannot appeal your tax bill when it comes, unfortunately. Get savings, and with an experienced Atlanta property tax consultant on board, you can save money on taxes. Your tax assessments can be appealed so that you can get a fair assessment of your property. Your payable property taxes can then be reduced and you will enjoy savings. There's also the case for filing accurate tax forms. Keep in mind that incorrect information, including errors, either inclusion of erroneous data or exclusion of critical data, can land you in hot water with the tax authorities. You can pay for substantial penalties, surcharges and fines for your errors or omissions. With a tax consultant to look over your tax forms, you can lessen the risks for making these errors or omitting items in your taxes. You can save money not just on the reduced taxes, but you can also save money because you skipped on the penalties, surcharges and fines. What are you waiting for? Hire the best Atlanta property tax consultant now and get the best on your side.